Divine Feminine, welcome in. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. My name's Amanda, for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, and this is the Connected Conduit, where I just open up, tippy tap in, and bring through messages to you for you from Spirit. So, Divine Feminine, what I'm getting from Spirit is that you're triggering people right now, left, right, and center. Hardcore triggering going on. You are triggering your masculine, but also a lot of other people that you know, people that you don't know. Okay, and you would have been noticing this because people would have been acting maybe a little bit cold towards you, or certain people have created distance between you and them. Maybe 1 minute somebody is wanting to be with you, and then the next, they ghost or they disappear, and you're like, huh? Like, what? What's going on? And Spirit's saying this in and out energy that you might be experiencing from your masculine or other people is because you're triggering them, okay? Do not take it personally. People are learning from you right now. You are basically a walking, talking lesson, and your masculine's been triggered. They must confront their shadow, okay? Every time that you interact with your masculine, your light shines on their shadow, it shines on their darkness, and they see the parts of themselves that needs to be healed, it needs to be looked at, but they don't want to, okay? Or they're scared to do that, or they know they need to do that, but maybe they feel like it's not the right time, or they're just having a hard time facing their fears, their shadows, and doing the healing work, you guys. But this is the message. This is what Spirit wanted you to know. I'm just going to pick another deck. Okay. So let's see what your masculine is learning from the triggering at this time. Cinderella, a number 9, rags and ashes, injustice. Injustice. So perhaps your masculine is learning through you, Divine Feminine, that certain things in their life are really unfair, unjust, not in balance. Perhaps they are overgiving to a person, or they're overgiving to a job, or whatever it is. There's definitely something off balance in your masculine's life, and it's not fair, it's not right, it's not just. And they may be experiencing financial hardship right now. They may have fallen into the karmic trenches here, and they're having a hard time getting out. And I feel that they're experiencing the bottom of the wheel. They're on the bottom of the karmic wheel right now because they need to learn a specific lesson to get on top. Like, for example, your masculine might need to learn to stand up for themselves, speak their truth, ask for help, not be so proud. Don't be too proud to ask for help. Ask people in their life to pitch in, to help out. Maybe this is a masculine who feels like they're a superhero, they can do everything, they don't need to ask for help, but in the meantime, they're really struggling and they're depleted, and they're very unhappy, you guys. Okay, they are. And I feel like people aren't treating this masculine properly either. So this is something that you are showing your masculine. You're holding up a mirror to your masculine right now. Okay? I feel like you're showing your masculine that they should put themselves first. They should be pouring into self-care. They should reach for more. They should want more out of life. They should want more out of their relationships. They should want more out of their career, and that they're meant for more. Okay? I feel like you're showing your masculine that they're settling. Okay? They're settling and they know it. And that they're being taken advantage of. And I feel like right now, their life is just ashes. It's ashes. It's dust. Dust. There's nothing there except a mess. It's just a mess to clean up, to sweep up. and that's it. It's very barren. So I feel that your masculine is looking at the fact that their life may feel like a barren wasteland right now, okay? Their cupboards could be bare. Their inner world could feel bare. Their soul could feel empty. Their heart could feel empty. Their relationships could feel hollow, superficial, and empty. I'm almost getting this energy from Cinderella, like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here sweeping the floors when I know I'm meant to do more? I'm meant to lead. I'm meant to rise. I'm meant to shine. You know, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, sweeping floors. I have other skills, other talents that could be put to use. It's not my mission or my purpose to sweep floors, okay? And there's dragonflies on this vase on top of the mantle. So dragonflies could be a very important symbol or synchronicity for you, Divine Feminine. 610 on the timestamp as I mentioned that. So I feel like your masculine is being encouraged to do an overhaul, a complete overhaul to their thinking, their mindset, and their life. We have wild swans, a number 35, silence, a time to keep silent and a time to speak. You know, I really feel with this card that your masculine is being suppressed. They're under some sort of oppressive weight, whether it's their own stuff like fear, worry, doubt, insecurities, or it's someone else in their life or a whole bunch of people who are telling this masculine to be quiet. You have nothing of value to say. You're not worthy. You're not important. You know, be quiet, do what I say. I really feel that this is verging on abuse here. I feel like this masculine feels like they don't have a voice, that nobody listens to them, that they're not heard, they're not seen, they're not validated by their partner or their friends or their family members. For a lot of these masculines, I feel like their partner, if they are with one, treats them like they just don't care about what the masculine has to say or what they have to think. You know, it's giving me the vibe of your opinions don't matter. It doesn't matter what you think because we're going to do what I want. Always. Always do what I want, and your needs and your wants, your goals or your dreams, they don't matter. It's like that, you guys. I'm really heavily picking that up. So this is a masculine who is learning to speak up, to speak out against injustices that are being done to him or her at this time. No more staying quiet. No more putting up with it. No more turning a blind eye. No more pretending like it's not happening. No more ignoring the red flags that are right in front of their face. No more staying quiet when the masculine wants to speak up for himself. Boundaries need to be put in place. This masculine needs to find their voice. They need to fight for what's right, fair, and just. Okay? They really do. And for whatever reason, you've triggered this in your masculine. So you may have a very loud, powerful, strong, opinionated way of expressing yourself, Divine Feminine. And maybe this has triggered your masculine. Perhaps you have found your voice. Right? Like perhaps you yourself have recently found your voice and now you're roaring like a lion and you're fierce and you're brave and you're courageous with the things that you speak, and you have really strong, healthy boundaries with people and you don't put up with anybody's BS. And I think that your masculine sees you doing this and they see the positive results that have come in because of that, and they're triggered because they know they should be doing that too. Okay, they know that they're settling and they know that they're being walked over and they know they're being taken advantage of. And it's just reminding me of someone who's just been, I don't know, just chipped away at for so long that they have gotten used to it. It's like a comfortable, toxic zone, a toxic comfort zone that they're in. And they might not even have the energy to push back, to fight back, right? So this is something they need to address first. So by putting their needs first, they will become more energetic, right? Like start going to the gym, getting enough sleep, delegating responsibilities, stop agreeing to do everything for everyone, you know? And then you will notice that you have more time for yourself, for healthy habits, for going to the gym, for cooking your own meals, for play. You need to play. Going out with your friends, you know, refilling your cup. This masculine needs to learn how to balance out their days and fill their cup and come into a state of, you know, strength and confidence and energy. And then once they're there, once they're feeling energetic and confident, they'll be able to speak up, speak their truth even more. So, you know, this is something that they have been encouraged to look at. Yeah, interesting. Bluebeard, a number 23, forbidden chamber, disobedience. Ooh, this card's giving me a creepy feeling. Disobedience. It's almost like your masculine is fearful of being punished, right? Like, oh, I hope I don't get in trouble today from my karmic partner. You know, I better tiptoe around my karmic partner. I better not set them off because they're unstable and they're moody and you just never know what you're gonna get. I better walk around on eggshells. I better be quiet. I better not poke the bear. I better not do anything I want to do in this house. I better not talk too loud. You know, I better hush hush, be quiet. I better just fall in line. I better obey. I better just do what this person wants because I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to get involved in messy conflict. But the universe is going, hello, that's toxic, that's abusive. You're not living a healthy lifestyle like that. And what kind of a life is that to live when you're walking on eggshells all the time, afraid of doing things or afraid of putting yourself first, right? I also feel for a lot of you watching that your masculine, specifically if they're with a karmic partner, this karmic partner has stepped out of the connection. They've stepped out of the marriage and they've cheated. They've cheated multiple times on this masculine. And I feel the masculine knows, and now the masculine needs to do something about it. They need to speak up because it's an injustice. I feel that this karmic partner, if it wasn't cheating, they absolutely 110% have gone behind the masculine's back in some capacity here. They've done them dirty, is what I just heard. They've done them dirty, and then they're left to clean up the mess, to clean up this person's mess. This karmic partner could have lost them a lot of money as well, and this masculine's left to clean up the mess. Again, unfair, not right, not just, not okay. That's a problem that needs to be addressed. So I feel that Spirit is really testing this masculine's courage here. We have test of courage. They really need to work on their root chakra. When the root chakra is off balance, we will be fearful. We will cling on to people, places, and things. We'll cling on to comfort zones, even if those comfort zones are toxic, because we're afraid of the unknown. That's when our root chakra is out of balance. We will also experience money issues because we're not confident. And when we're not confident, we don't go after what we feel we are worthy of, right? So that is definitely something the masculine needs to work on for sure. And calling people out. That's what I just heard Spirit say. This masculine needs to call people out on their bad behavior, on their whatever they've been doing, on this betrayal, or just certain people have been taking advantage of them. Okay, so yeah, Divine Feminine, you're triggering your masculine here, and I feel that they know that it's time to make some pretty big changes. They've got to speak up. The Four of Cups. Your masculine is very unhappy, bored, discontent, dissatisfied. But the thing is that they're kind of moping, right? Or they're just sitting there and they're not doing anything about it. And the universe is trying to show this masculine that they have to be the change that they wish to see. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So they've got to get up and they've got to stop moping, stop pouting. They have to realize their worth and their value, that there's so much more to life, and they have to get up and get moving and make changes. They have to start living their truth as well. Ace of Pentacles. This is an offer or a new beginning, a soul contract, a physical manifestation. I feel that your masculine really wants to have a new beginning, a new start here, but they're afraid to say that I want a new start, that I'm sick and tired of living this way. I don't want to do this anymore. But they've got to get up and take action. And I also feel like they need to stop focusing on what's gone wrong and start focusing on what can go right, on how to change things for the better. Yeah, the Strength card. Exactly. Yes. Great confirmation. Courage. Strength. Also pride. This masculine needs to drop their pride. They need to drop their ego and ask for help if they feel like they need it. You know, ask for help from the right people, people who have your back. So this is it. Your masculine needs to build up their strength. They need to build up their courage in order to find their voice. And I feel this is you, Divine Feminine. You found your voice. You are this ferocious lion. Rah! Rah! Hear me roar, right? And your masculine, I don't know, they've seen you in action, or you've spoken to them, or they've interacted with you, or they see how you interact with other people, or they've seen you in action when you work, or whatever the situation is, and they know you have a loud, powerful voice. They know you found your confidence, and they want some of that. They too want to be able to roar. But I feel like they've got somebody trying to close their mouth, squish that mouth shut. See, if you look at this woman in the Strength card, it looks like she's trying to push the lion's mouth together, like shush, 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 be quiet, silence, no roaring for you. You don't get to have a say. You don't get to have a voice. Be quiet, right? Like this silence card. Be quiet. Your opinions don't matter. You're not wanted or needed or valued here. You're just a cash cow. Just bring the money home, and then everything else you're gonna leave up to me. It's like that. If they're in a relationship, it's so toxic. It's so off balance, you guys. I'm really getting that. Yeah. Okay. The Five of Swords. This is ego. This is a masculine who needs to move away from their ego. They need to drop their ego. They need to drop the pride and see things for what they really are. Admit that they've gone wrong. Admit that they've made a mistake. Admit that they're not happy and that they want to make changes. They also need to confront their shadow and admit that they're not as strong. No, scratch that. They're not as courageous as they thought they were. I feel like this is a masculine who thought they were better than you, stronger than you, braver than you, louder than you, more confident than you. And then you come along and you just blow your masculine away. And they're like, oh, well, shoot. When did that happen? And then they've taken a look around and they realize, oh, like I was fooling myself. I'm with a narcissist. I'm with someone who chips away at me, who makes me feel small. Okay, and this has been something that's been going on for a long time. The Magician. Yes, your masculine needs to step into their power. They have to reclaim their power. They do. They have to reclaim their power from themselves, from their ego, from their pride. They have to reclaim their power from a karmic partner or a karmic family member or karmic friends. Okay? People who are manipulating him or her. And it's been going on for a while, and they know it, they see it. But it's like they don't want to disturb the hornet's nest, so to speak. So it's like right now, it's like they're okay taking abuse because they just don't want to fight, because they're tired, because this narcissist has chipped away at him for so long that he's too tired to push back. And that's exactly where narcissists want you, so they can control you, because you're too tired and fatigued and drained to have any fight left in you. So this masculine is just giving up, like, oh well, I'll just go to bed. I'll just ignore that just happened. I'll just ignore the fact that you just verbally abused me and made me feel small, and I'll just go to bed and we'll just pretend like this didn't happen, and then in the morning we can do this again. Won't this be fun, right? And the universe is like, what? Free yourself with the Fool energy here, masculine, right? Yeah. Because I feel like with the Tower energy here, things are about to crumble, and they're about to crumble fast, and they're about to crumble hard, because this is what happens when you sweep things under the rug and you ignore things. Okay, if you ignore the red flags, if you ignore your intuition, if you ignore spirit long enough, then they'll bring in a tower. And then you can't ignore a tower when it happens. Okay, so I feel like the universe has been trying to flag this masculine down for a while in terms of what to do, what actions to take, and they're not doing it. They're being stubborn. And so there's a tower coming in that's going to change everything. It's going to be big, it's going to be fast, it's going to be sudden and shocking. It's going to rip the carpet right underneath your masculine's feet and send them flying. But it's because they've been sweeping everything under the rug. So Spirit's like, how about now? Do you see it now? And there's sirens in the background. Like, this is serious. It's time to take action, right? That's what the universe is telling this masculine. Do you see it now? How about now? Oh, you see it, but you're not doing anything about it. Are you going to do anything about it now? No? How about now? No? Okay, we better bring in a tower. Okay? We better bring in a tower. So, I think you've shocked your masculine with this energy you're on, this vibration that you're in. And the King of Swords just flipped over. And this is what I've been talking about this whole reading. The King of Swords has great boundaries, you guys. Super healthy boundaries in place with everyone. And the King of Swords, you know, he has a very powerful voice. He knows who he is. He knows his truth. He speaks his truth. He stands in his truth. And he operates from his truth. And no one can sway him from his truth. Okay? Like, he can't be manipulated from his truth. And this is the energy that Spirit's trying to get this masculine into. And you've triggered your masculine because you're in that energy. And they were not expecting you to be in that energy. I think you've been in this like Queen of Cups, King of Cups type of energy for the most part, ever since they've known you. And all of a sudden your energy has shifted, it's changed, and you're just this ferocious beast. And they're like, dang it, I want to do that. So yeah, they've got to confront their fears. They have to speak up. They need to set boundaries. They need to have a really good, important, not a good conversation, but they need to have a really important conversation with a specific person who keeps taking advantage of them, manipulating them, stabbing them in the back, treating them like crap. And this is a time in your masculine's life when they're looking at their relationships, or they're being encouraged to look at their relationships. Okay, because there's some relationships that are just squeaky and they need to, yeah, they need to go. There's certain relationships in your masculine's life that need to go. But your masculine is clinging on, see, the Four of Pentacles, because they're afraid. Again, root chakra. This masculine needs to work on their root chakra so that they're not afraid of letting go, taking a leap of faith, and going for what they deserve. Okay? So that's what they're working on right now. Anything else for the feminine? King of Pentacles. So I feel like you found your footing and you're pulling in a great income for you. I think that you may even have someone coming in wanting to date you or commit to you here, Divine Feminine, and I don't feel like it's your masculine right now, although it could be for some of you, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting that your masculine has a lot of work to do. And in the meantime, I feel that you're on this new vibration, and this King or Queen of Pentacles, they've got their eye on you. This is someone already in your life, in your friendship circle, at work, an acquaintance, someone that you know, and they have their eye on you and they want to commit to you, or they want to get to know you better. This is someone who's looking for commitment, and they're confident, they're loyal, they're stable, they're looking for a partner. This is someone who wants a family life, and they're really good with their money. They could be a business owner. This person's really down to earth, okay? And I know this is a weird message, but they smell really good because I can smell them. I can smell, I don't know if it's somebody's deodorant or something, or body wash, but it smells really good. It's woodsy. This person's gonna smell kind of woodsy, okay? Yeah, so Divine Feminine, I feel like you're going to have a choice on your hands here, and this masculine needs to fight for what's right, okay? Are they just gonna keep taking breadcrumbs from people and being used and abused and taken advantage of, or are they gonna stand up and fight? But first, in order to stand up and fight, they've got to get that strength in. And in order to get strength in, you got to take care of yourself. And if you have people telling you, you can't take care of yourself, you can't go to the gym today, you can't do this, you can't do that, then those people, they need to be put in their place, or they need to be removed from your life. Simple as that. Simple as 1, 2, 3, ABC. Right? Ruthless. And you know this, Divine Feminine, because you've had to do this multiple times along your journey. And man, there's a lot of sirens going on through this reading. So, like, the universe is trying to get this masculine's attention like crazy. There's so many red flags. But yeah, you are just kind of ruthless yourself, Divine Feminine. And because of that, you've kept your energy free and clear for the right person. You're not going to settle. You're going to wait for the right person to come along. Getting to know each other. That's what I just said. I literally just channeled that through for you. I said that this King of Pentacles really wants to get to know you. They want to get to know you better. They want to take you out. At least I think I said that. I hope I said that. Oh my God. That would be so embarrassing if I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did though. Okay. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah. This person has been watching you and they want to get to know you, and they're going to ask you out. The choice will be yours. I feel that this person is very grounded. They're very rooted in who they are. They have a strong sense of self, and I think you're really going to like that about them. They're really caring as well. Also, another thing that I like about this person's energy is they have a really open heart space, you guys. They do. It's open. So when you interact with this person, there's not going to be a wall up. You know what I mean? Like with your masculine, there's been an emotional wall, and it's been really hard to get through to them, right? And to bond over anything that is not, or it's been hard for you and your masculine to bond, okay? So, but not with this person. This person, they're an open book. Religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel that if you are religious, this person's religious. If you are on the spiritual path, then this person's on the spiritual path. I feel that you guys are in alignment, like you're the same. New love, I told you. Yes, it's new. You guys, I'm really feeling a new energy for you with this King or Queen of Pentacles. They're new. It's not your masculine. It's someone else. That's how I feel. And this person, they have romantic feelings for you, and they want to get to know you better. I feel like if you're spiritual, and they know this, they're going to love this about you, and you and them are going to have really great, deep conversations about spirituality. And I think that's something that is just really going to sit well with you. Like, you're going to love that about this person, because I think that's something that's been missing for you in your life, is having someone that you can talk to about that, or having a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you can talk to about that, right? Because maybe in the past, your boyfriends or your girlfriends or whoever you were committed to or seeing at the time, they just didn't really care, or they weren't interested in what you were interested in. But this person's different. They will be interested in what you have to say and what you're doing. Ooh, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Okay, so you need to know, like, this is happening really soon, really, really soon for you. And then you're going to have a choice on your hands here, Divine Feminine. Also, I feel the universe is trying to prompt your masculine to clearly decide what they want and start acting on it, because you're about to be snatched up here. That's what it looks like to me. Of course, it's your life, your decisions. Everyone has free will, so it's really hard to say, right? But that's what I'm getting. They need to clearly decide what is right, what is fair, what is just for themselves, and then they need to go after it. And I feel the universe has been trying to point this masculine that what is right, fair, and just for them is you. Right? You're the right choice. You're the healthy choice. You're the one. And are they going to go after you, or are they going to stay in a toxic comfort zone with someone who's mistreating them? Right? So yeah, you guys, only time will tell. Only time will tell. It's hard to say. Maybe for some of you, your masculine will just, you know, all of a sudden get their double snakes in gear. Drop the pride, drop the ego, and change their life. But if not, I really feel like the universe is going to drop a beautiful romantic suitor right into your lap. Plunk. Oh, hello. How'd you get here? The universe sent me. Hooray. Okay. So, Divine Feminine, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next one. Take care.